Hey, we are back. We're at Davidoff, but this time I'm with my boy, my son, Lawrence the Third, hanging out, spending some time with what I think all fathers should do, spend time with their kids. That's what we're doing, just having some conversation. But I just wanted to give you a preview of what's happening coming up. In a couple of days, we're going to have a conversation about millennials, how they think, because this is all about conversation, grown man conversation. Now I'm going to have a grown man conversation with the millennial and get their perspective on life, on things. So stay tuned for it. We're going to come to you soon. We're going to continue to have a ball. You having a good time? This is his first time here, and he loves it here. So we're going to continue to do it, but stay tuned for the next video. Grown man talking to a millennial. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. We back. Welcome back to the Cuban Olive. This is a place where we teach, inspire, and educate men on how to elevate their game. And I'm here today. My name is Lawrence Turner. We want to welcome you. If this is your first time to our channel, obviously we want to welcome you. But if you've already followed us, if you're already subscribed to our channel, we want to welcome you back. So excited about today. What I have here. Usually I have my fellas here. But today I want to do something different. I want to have a conversation with a specific person, a special person, and that's my firstborn, my man, my son, Mr. Lawrence Turner the Third. How you feeling today?
Feeling pretty good on this beautiful day, sun beaming. Let's get right into it, man.
I wanted to have him on, kind of get his perspective. At first I thought he was a millennial, but he's not a millennial. He is a
Generation Z.
That's Zillennial.
Oh, Zillennial.
Zillennial. Yeah. So we want to kind of talk about that, because if you don't know, millennials, that year ended in 1996. Yeah. And then Zillennial started. Yeah. But I still wanted to talk to him, kind of get his perspective on things, on how his life is. So I just wanted to, ask him a question. Like, for example, he grew up with me in his life. Right or wrong, in his life. And a lot of times, you have fathers out there, they don't have that involvement in their kids' life. They're not around. But I was majorly in his life, so just want to ask him, ask him some things like, what is your perspective, or how do you feel about how you grew up? I mean, what kind of experiences did you have when you was growing up in the environment that you had with myself involved in your life?
Well, to start off, you in my life, you've been in my life, all 22 years of my life. So
right.
The experiences was amazing. I mean, the houses we was in, the places that we went, we was staying in hotels like almost every weekend type stuff. It was fun. It was crazy, especially being like a little kid and having all this stuff to do and all this stuff. Oh yeah, that stuff was amazing. It was
definitely amazing. Because when you growing up, I used to babysit. Well, I was babysitting when he was a little kid because I didn't have a job. I was always an entrepreneur. So we were always together during the daytime and so forth. But what about as far as me being involved in your life, has it had an impact on your life, on how you are today, the way you carry yourself? Has that had an impact on your life as of this right now, today?
Yeah, no doubt, 100%. Just seeing you, how you carry yourself, how you work, your work ethic and everything. Like you said, I've never seen you have a job. It was always just you doing everything, like you taking care of the bills of like your job, or not your job, of what you was doing, realtor, taxman, credit, all that stuff. So I mean, it was just like a big role model, like someone to just be in front of me,
right,
or someone taller than me or above me, just always just seeing them like, okay, this is what I got to do, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's definitely put an effect on my life, because it's like I want to kind of go down that same path.
Right.
Nobody wants to work a 9-to-5 job forever,
For real. LT, yeah, exactly.
Just want him to, lay out the blueprint and just try to go by it, try to go with it.
And that's what I'm talking about, is being an example. And that's what we need to be, to our young people out there, is be an example. trying to get street cred and going to jail and walking around looking all crazy. That ain't cool, man. You trying to raise people, raise kids, young men today to be great men as they mature and throughout life. And that's what this is all about. So I was very, very keen on watching what he does, the things we talk about. There's a concept I talk to him about, and I tell him every time, and it's 5 words. What are those 5 words? You gotta have
5 words.
You gotta have.
It's get money or die trying. That's what it is. No,
that ain't what it is. I always tell him you gotta have depth in your thinking. Depth in your thinking. When you out there doing your thing, pay attention. You got to pay attention. And I've talked to him about that. He was a little kid. Him and his sister. That's all I talk about. Have depth in your thinking. There's so many people out there that follow, that marinate until other groups of people and do what they do. I talked to him about what? Leadership.
Leadership, yeah. Don't be a follower.
Leader. Don't be a follower. Now, you have to start as a follower till you develop, become a leader. Because every leader started off as a follower. But then you want to mature and be a leader. And that's what I talked to him about. Pay attention, have depth in your thinking. Those are the things. So he's grown up listening to my kind of music, the old school music. How you like the old school music? Nothing.
Has its pros and cons. No, but I like it. I enjoy it.
He's heard all of it. He knows. You play an old school song, he knows about it.
I know it. I just might not know the song name or the artist, but I'll be like, oh yeah, I know who it is.
That's all he grew up with. That's all we played in the household is that old school music. The Dells, the Delphonics, the Dramatics, and so on and so on. I can name groups that some of you out there probably even heard of. But that's what I played. Because again, I was trying to develop and instill some qualities in him and have him experience other aspects, like we've traveled, right? We've traveled outside 100%. Of the country. He has a passport. You got a passport.
I got a passport with 2 stamps on there.
What's the first stamp?
Mexico, Puerto Vallarta.
And then what was the second one?
Second one is the Philippines.
Did you have a ball out there in the Philippines?
I always have flashbacks of it every day. Dang, that stuff was amazing. I want to go back out there.
See, but now you got to go to another country to experience that. See, become well-rounded. You're teaching your kids, your sons, your daughters to be well-rounded people, not just stuck in one spot. You know, there's people that's grown up, they've never left their city. That's not what I want for him. I want him to speak well, experience things. Matter of fact, and you saw early in the preview, that me and him went out to one of my favorite spots. It's called Davidoff's. Yep. How'd you like that spot?
That stuff was amazing. The vibes, the scenery, the waitresses. It was all good.
He said the waitress.
Yeah, it was all good. Yeah, it was amazing.
So let me ask you. There again. Yo, I was just about to ask him, are you going back there again?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take my boys up there. I might take a girl up there, but
really?
We'll see.
Let you experience
Stay
that.
Stay tuned.
And we're gonna have that. You probably have a little video shot of that.
Exactly. I might.
We can put that on there.
Have a little snap of it or something. Might throw it on there.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man. When you do those type of things and you spend time with your kids to help them develop, they got their own mind, but you at least want to have an input, an imprint on their lives, so they have an option. Mm-hmm. I remember this. I remember this time. I remember staying at this hotel. I remember this restaurant. I remember all these different things, and it helps them develop and have more diversity in the things that they do in life. And that's why I'm so proud of him doing those type of things. So right now, we hanging out right now obviously in the Cuban Olive. We back here. Olive. And he's just gonna do some things. Hang out. You gonna hang out a little bit further? Because we got a game coming on here shortly.
We're gonna see what happens, but yeah.
Look at that. You know what? I was thinking about him. He has some friends, a very diverse group of friends, in which I love that he has that. What do you guys talk about? What do you guys kind of like when you're out hanging out? I know y'all talk about girls. I know all that stuff, but are you guys planning anything? What kind of stuff did you guys deal with?
Well, right now, actually, let me start off. So, my friends, I have Chaunch, Mexican.
Yeah.
I have Mayor, Arabian. I have George, Filipino. I have Arden, Filipino, and Aaron, he's African American. So I got it all in different races. So you know I eat good on the holidays. But we talk about, like right now we're talking about planning a trip to Mexico, to Cancun for birthdays. Nice. We talk about We talk about stocks too. They trying to get me into the stocks and stuff because George and then they do that a lot. Stocks, talking about just evolving in life, just doing more. You know, can't be staying in one place forever. You gotta move around. But yeah, we always talk about that. We don't just talk about girls, money,
club, this silly stuff.
We're close friends. We call each other's brothers, so we want to see each other do better in life. So
I love that. And you just started something else. You and your boy George, y'all start drinking red wine.
Oh yeah, we just started to get into red wine, Cabernet. We started off with Pinot Noir, and now we're trying some Cabernet. What's the second?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon. Yeah.
Look at that. He's 22 years old and just elevating himself, paying attention, having depth in his thinking, good group of people. He don't walk around sagging, crazy looking out there doing, crazy stuff. And again, if you like doing that stuff, that's fine. But that's not how I wanted him to grow up. I wanted to give him scenarios and opportunities where he can store in his bank, in his file cabinet, so when situations arise, he can go right into that mental file cabinet and pull it out. Oh yeah, I remember this. I remember hanging out with dad at this place. Oh, I remember dad drinking this red wine. Or I remember certain areas which will help him make better decisions in life instead of just being a basic kid like a lot of people are doing. So fathers out there, man, get involved in your kids' life, especially your son's lives, because we're becoming, it seems like, a rare commodity. You know how police, what they're doing out there, and it's scary to have your son go out in the streets. You may not even know if he's coming back home. But if he's paying attention, having depth in his thinking, more than likely he'll be coming back, and that's what you want. You feel the same way about that? It's crazy out there.
100%.
It's cray-cray.
It's wild. It's wild.
It is.
You see police walk by or drive by, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. 10 to 2 on the wheel.
There you go.
Everything. You can't be caught slacking with these police around here, man.
That's crazy, right, man. Yeah, that's the way it is. So eventually my son, he get to choose his route. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't pressure him to do what I do. I let him do his own thing. But again, I just put nuggets on him and his friends. Put nuggets on them and let them make their own decision. Hopefully, they'll come out to be successful, because that's my goal, and I hope that's your goal out there, is to have your kids to become a success or become a productive person in our community. So, good to have him, my son, Lawrence, LT. Hey, I got this information out the back, because you on Snapchat. What are you on?
I'm on Snap, Twitter. I just made a TikTok. I post my cooking videos on there.
He loves to cook.
Yeah, so I go crazy on there.
Where'd you get that from, cooking? You still don't want to claim the fame, you don't want to do that.
I got it from TTA, bro. No, I'm kidding. I got it from this side of the family, that side of the family.
We love to cook,
but mostly him. Yeah.
Love it, man. Love it, man. So good. I'm glad to have him here. And again, pay attention. Have depth in your thinking. Right? Let's say it together. Have depth in your thinking. So important. So folks, welcome. I mean, not welcome, because we already did the welcome, but I appreciate you stopping in for this short video. We're going to get back doing our thing. Much love to you. Pay attention. Have depth in your thinking. We see you at the top, because it's way too crowded at the bottom. We see you next time back at the Cuban Olive. Peace.
And practice social distancing. Don't forget about that.
Social distancing. We got to be there. How far are you close to you, man?
I'm supposed to be 6 feet, but we 6 inches away.
Love.